Hey guys, it's Dan here with Farmscape Foods and Catering. I've just figured I'm making Bolognese sauce today for lasagna, and figure it might give me an opportunity to kind of get our face out there again and maybe give you guys a distraction for a bit. I know we're all stuck at home here. I'm stuck here. I've been here for a few weeks, so I'm gonna put together a few things here, and then maybe I can show you guys how to make some Bolognese. Alright guys, I'm back in the kitchen here, and I'll just go through what we need to make our sauce. So this is 2 pounds of extra lean ground beef. You can use lean if you want. With it we have a teaspoon of fennel seed, a pinch of chili flake, and a healthy amount of salt and pepper. Here I finely grated 2 onions, 2 carrots, and then chopped 3 celery stalks. I like to grate the onions and carrots because it tends to melt right into the sauce. It gives it a really nice flavor, a nice consistency, so I recommend doing that. If you don't think you have time, you know, I would be surprised considering that we're all in quarantine right now, so just grate it, you know, just do it. Here we have 1 bulb of garlic minced, half a can of tomato paste. This is 1.5 cups of white wine. Today we're using the Quill white wine from Grouse. We're actually carrying this wine, so you can order both their Quill Red and their Quill White through us with your food. This is just 1 can of diced tomatoes, 3 sprigs of thyme, 3 sprigs of oregano, and 2 bay leaves. This is about 2.5 cups of this is a mixture of vegetable and chicken broth. You can use beef, chicken, vegetable, or any combination in between. This is just heavy cream, 3/4 of a cup. If you don't have this, use about double the amount of whole milk, and it should be fine. And then this is just Parmesan Rind. Don't throw out your Parmesan Rind, people. This is super flavorful. It's easy to just elevate your sauce, or any sauce and soup with this, so you know, save it, freeze it, and then use it. It's awesome. Alright, I'll get everything together and then I'll meet you at the stove. Alright guys, so I might have messed up the first take with me searing off the first batch of meat. Just, you know, you try talking, holding a phone and cooking, trying to sound like you know what you're doing. But I have the first batch draining there, and I have the second one ready to go here. We split it up because we don't want to end up steaming the meat in its own juices. That's gonna kind of destroy any chance we have at developing a nice color. So you see all these brown bits there. That's what we want. We want to develop some color on both the meat and on the bottom of the pan, because it's just layering flavor, and that's really, when you're making sauces, that's really all you're doing. You're just building flavor on top of flavor on top of flavor. So now I put in my second batch of beef. I'm going to let it sit there for probably 3 minutes. I'll add a little bit more oil. So I'm going to let it sit and not touch it for about 3 minutes so that it has a chance to develop some flavor. So I'll see you then. So after you've gotten some good color on your beef, what you do is you beat it up a little bit, get into smaller pieces, and then drain it. And then in that same pan, turn the heat down a bit. In that same pan, add in your carrots, your onions, and your celery, and we're going to give it a good light roast. Doesn't have to be too dark at all. So we're going to do that, add our tomato paste, and then deglaze with some wine. So I'll meet you right when we're about to deglaze. Alright guys, so we added the garlic, we added some tomato paste, and now it's important that you really cook out the tomato paste. You don't want to have that raw tomato flavor in there. So what you're doing is you're waiting to see it stick a bit to the bottom of the pan, and you can kind of smell it. And this is almost perfect right now. It doesn't need to be dark brown. You're not looking for that. You're just kind of looking for a film to start to develop on the bottom of the pan that you're using. So we're pretty much there now. Now I'm going to add my wine. And that wine's just going to release all that goodness on the bottom of the pan. And what we'll do is we'll just reduce this until the pan's almost dry again. Then add our tomatoes, our stock, our herbs, our Parmesan, and our beef back in, and then we're ready to simmer it. So once you start to develop a paste again almost. You see it's pretty thick, and you see that the bubbles are really going pretty hard. You want it so that if you run your spoon through the sauce, that channel stays relatively dry. So again, we're pretty much right there. So now we're going to add in our diced tomatoes. I'm only going to add half the stock at first, then as it simmers, we'll add more if we need. The herbs and the bay, and then our beef back in there. And one thing you're not seeing is that between every step, I'm tasting and seasoning again. So it's super important that as you are cooking pretty much anything, that you're tasting as you go. So right now, I'm going to give it a good mix, a good taste, season it if it needs to be seasoned, and then I'm just going to let it simmer for probably about 45 minutes, and then I'll see you right then. So we're pretty much there here. The sauce has been simmering for about an hour and 10 minutes, pretty slowly, and everything's kind of come together. The meat has broken down a bit. You can kind of, it's quite soft now, so you can kind of go and break it up more with a wooden spoon. So the last step here is just adding that 3/4 of a cup of heavy cream in there. All right. Give it a stir here. You can see I pretty much maxed out this pan here, but it did work out. So I'm just going to finish stirring it pretty thoroughly here, seasoning it up, and then that's it. There you have it. Classic Bolognese. Alright guys, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. If you want to get our frozen food delivered straight to your door, you can do that. We have an online ordering form on our website, farmsgatefoods.ca, and you can follow us on Facebook and on Instagram at Farmsgate Foods. Duncan Farmers Market is on this weekend, so don't forget to support local. You can also go to the co-op if you don't want to go out. They're delivering food straight to people's doors from local suppliers. They're keeping a lot of local businesses going right now, so don't forget to support local. It's the time to do it. Stay healthy, stay safe, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you.